better than Chipotle. I honestly don't care what my extended family thinks. I was feeling like I was stuck in a rut. We have had like bickerments, twists and turns and pinches and all that. Hi friends. I actually didn't know what to film today, if I'm being honest. You know, I have been posting 3 times a week, and sometimes some weeks I just don't have as creative of juices flowing through me. That doesn't mean I didn't want to film a video, because I did. I always love filming videos. Sometimes I just struggle with like what I should film. So anyways, today I thought I would ask on Instagram what you want to talk about. And so I got a few responses. And so I'm just gonna go through these and we're gonna have lunch together. I am having a burrito bowl because that is my specialty. If there's one thing I'm good at, it is making a delectable burrito bowl. I was out of avocado though, so I am kind of sad about that. But if you don't like watching people eat and talk, then this is not the video for you, because we are going to be having lunch together. I'm going to be eating and talking. I've made a few videos where I'm like eating and people are like, why are you eating? Like, why didn't you just wait? But sometimes I either like to watch shows while I'm having food, or I like to like enjoy a conversation with somebody, you know? And since I'm alone, that somebody is gonna be you. Don't you go out and eat with people and like have conversations? Because I do. I love going to lunch with my friends. Let's try this burrito bowl before we do anything else. Get a little bite of everything. Better than Chipotle. First question is, how are you? I'm doing really, really well. I have a lot going on this summer. A lot of trips planned, a lot of like weddings, honestly. A lot of just like really fun stuff going on. One of my best friends is getting married. Like, there's just so much happening this summer. I'm really excited about it. I also feel like really pumped for what I've been doing like work-wise. I told you at the end of last year that I was feeling like I was stuck in a rut, but then the beginning of this year started and it all of a sudden actually just felt brand new. Like, I have so much inspiration. I have so much, I know I was just saying I didn't have a video idea for today, but I honestly just feel like inspired and excited, even if I don't have like the most creative video idea, you know? I just feel happy and excited. So how am I? I'm actually doing really well, and I feel so happy about that. I do have some things that, you know, I'm working towards and that I haven't like accomplished. It's not like I'm doing everything so amazing and everything's going so great. It's not really like that, but I just feel very positive about everything going in the right direction. I have goals that I am working towards, and even if they're not like completely done, I still feel like really, really excited to pursue those goals. And I don't feel like I have to accomplish everything all at once. And I don't feel like a failure because I haven't accomplished certain things. Because I think a lot of the time, if I don't accomplish certain things, I do end up feeling like a failure, especially if it's not within my time frame, like that I expect myself to get things done. But I just feel really, really happy and really excited, and I feel like settled into my home. I feel settled into my relationship. You know, we've been together a year. I've been living here for a year. Like, everything is just like, I feel really settled, and like I can actually start focusing on like the projects that I want to focus on. I feel good. I feel happy. Another question is, how are you and Daisy doing? We are doing really, really well. I made a TikTok like in October, which was like so long ago at this point. I think it was October. I said, this is the healthiest relationship I've ever been in, and it really has been. Daisy and I have really great communication. We have a lot of fun together. We just like get each other on a different level than I feel like I've ever really had with a partner, like a romantic partner before. I think we're doing really, really well. We deal with conflict really well. We don't really fight, but we have had like, you know, regular bickerments that relationships have. And we've dealt with them very, very well. Our families get along and we're just headed in the right direction. I feel really happy and in love. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but I just feel like so grateful and blessed to have met somebody that I get along with so well. Oh my God, my friend Kyra asked, if you were a pasta noodle, what would you be and why? Kyra and I have not been friends for that long, but the fact that she knows I like noodles, that's crazy. Knowing that noodles are around is what helps me sleep at night. Like, I keep my pantry fully stocked with noodles, and what I really like is bow tie noodles. I love noodles with texture and like twists and turns and pinches and all that. So bow tie noodles are one of my favorites, and I love just drizzling oil, salt and pepper, and Parmesan. That's how I have my noodles. So if I were to be a noodle, it would be a bow tie noodle. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? I am in the best place in the world, I believe. I love California. I love LA. I love being near the water. I love being near the mountains. I love being like surrounded with the environment that LA gives me and like makes me feel. I am living where I want to live. I would move if I didn't want to live here, which I've done before. I would just go to wherever I wanted to live. So if I could live anywhere, I would live here in LA. I honestly love it. I can move because my job is remote. Like I can do anything I want to do from anywhere in the world, and I choose to live here in LA. It's just my favorite place. I always think it would be cool to like live on a cool island, you know, tropical island, something like that. But at the end of the day, I need the city. I need to be around people. I need to be around like creatives. And so all in all, LA has basically everything that I need and want in a place. The weather's good. The people are cool. The people are creative. I can go 1 hour in one direction and it's the mountains or the snow, depending on the time of year. And I can go 1 hour in the other direction and it's the beach. And so I just feel so happy and blessed to have actually grown up in California. So the move to LA really wasn't a big deal. I'm so happy. I love it here. This video is so positive. Like, why? Favorite vacation spot. I used to think it was Puerto Rico because I really loved Puerto Rico, and I will keep that up, you know, on the top of my list. But I went to Portugal last December and it was one of the best trips I've ever been on. It could be because of the people I was with, which was Daisy and her dad, and they just made it like such a great trip. But it was seriously one of my favorite places, and I definitely want to visit in the summer because I can imagine it being so much fun. So I'm gonna say Puerto Rico and Portugal were my favorite vacation spots that I've been to so far. But I'm sure there'll be a lot more to come. Those ones just so far have been my favorite. What's your favorite show on Daisy's tour? I loved SF and LA. I know I'm talking about, and New York was really fun, but I know I'm talking about California again. But I think it was because, again, the people I was surrounded with. SF, you know, my best friend was there, and it was the first show, so I was really excited and honestly nervous. Like I was so nervous the entire time until she like actually started performing. I don't know why. I felt like I was going on stage or something. Like, I don't know, I was stressed. But I think because it was the first show, it was really exciting to see her for the first time. And then the last show was LA, and so it was really exciting to see like the whole thing being wrapped up, and like so many people we knew were there. And I had a really cute fit on. Like it was just a really, really good time. So I'm gonna say SF and LA were my favorite shows. I loved like traveling and visiting her at all the different locations because I had never been to a lot of those places. And so seeing like new places and seeing her in different locations was really cool. But yeah, that was my favorite show. And I'm gonna also answer my favorite song. My favorite song is probably Nightmare, which will be on her EP when it comes out very, very soon. Be sure to check her out on Spotify. She's really good. Was your family supportive after you came out? When I was younger, my mom actually had lesbian friends, and we went to their wedding when we were really young. Like I think I was like 8 or 9. My parents grew up in San Francisco Bay Area, so it's kind of, you know, we grew up in California. It's very accepted here to be gay, and so my parents were really accepting. When I first came out to them, I did feel like hesitant to tell them. I was scared. Not because I thought that they wouldn't accept me, because we didn't grow up religious, or I never heard them say anything bad about gay people, but I think just because I knew that a lot of people don't have parents like that I was also worried just to hear their responses and like know what they actually thought. But both my parents were so cool, so chill, and didn't really say much. Like they were honestly like, we love you anyways. Like we don't really care. It really does not make a difference who you're in love with. I had a really, really great coming out, and I have a whole video if you want to watch it. And it kind of covers everything, like from when I first came out to when I came out again for the second time. If you want to hear that whole story, you have to watch the video because I did come out twice. Ridiculous. But yeah, so I have very supportive family and friends, and I never really came out to like my extended family. I would just bring home like my girlfriend for the holidays and stuff, and I honestly don't care what my extended family thinks. Not even in a rude way, but I just don't care what anyone else thinks. Even my mom and dad, like I cared to to an extent, but at the end of the day, like I have always been like this. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and I've always been like that. Sexuality aside, even when I was in high school, I decided what I wanted to do, and I didn't care if my parents approved of it or not. I'm just kind of that way, and so that's how I feel about extended family as well. It's not that I have any disrespect towards them. I just like choose to live my life for me, and that's how I am and who I choose to be. Yeah, luckily no one in my family is against it, or at least that I know of, because no one's gonna tell me because I don't care. So that is it. I just posted it, so I'm sure we'll get a few more questions throughout the day, but maybe I'll just answer those over on Instagram. I would love to hear what type of videos you watch. My favorite videos recently have been long vlogs. I absolutely love to just throw a YouTube video on while I'm cooking, cleaning, doing my makeup, and it takes me about 20 to 30 minutes to do any of those things. So I've been loving just long form vlogs where people are just taking you through their day, talking about things that they're going through. For some reason, those vlogs have just like really sat well with me. So that's kind of what I've been wanting to do and what I've been doing recently. I don't know if you've noticed, but definitely let me know if that's kind of like the vibe y'all like as well. Because I have noticed obviously my views are different than when I do like gay stuff. But at the end of the day, I have to be true to myself, and I'm not just a gay influencer. Like I'm just me, and I want to create things that I like. One of my goals for this year that I can tell you about is that I want to have a mentor. I want to find a mentor in either business or like social media, because I have some friends that obviously do social media full time and have been doing it for a long time, and I've kind of picked their brains on my podcast, which I loved. It was so much fun, just like getting to have conversations about what success meant to them. But I want like an actual mentor, like someone that can help me out and teach me things and I can learn from. So that is one of my goals, is to kind of figure out that, even if it's not like one of my friends, like just someone that can teach me things and that I can like, I guess, watch. Does that sound weird? Like I want to see how they do things on like a daily basis, either in that or in business, because I definitely want to like, one of my long-term goals, not for like this year, but long-term, I want to buy property, and whether that's like commercial property or residential property, whatever it is. So I kind of want to find a mentor in that world as well that can kind of teach me things, kind of help me figure out which route I should take. I had an apartment that I would Airbnb out. That was kind of like a way to make side income that was consistent every month. And I want to get back to like doing other things. So right now, money flowing in from different places, like social media wise, but I also want to make sure that I have other places of income that aren't just strictly social media. So that's what I'm kind of like working towards and like figuring out, you know, how I can get started with that. Those are some things that I've been thinking about recently and excited to start making bigger moves towards. I know that it won't happen within this year. I definitely need more education on that before I just jump into it, but that's something I'm looking forward to. Anyways, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna finish my lunch and I will catch up with you in the next video. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video. I know it was just kind of like catching up, I guess. Hopefully you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.